Dear children, welcome to our next topic, composition of cattle feed in Unit 23, Economic Biology. In agriculture today, the nutritional needs of farm animals are well understood and may be satisfied through natural forage or and fodder alone or augmented by direct supplementation of nutrients in concentrated and controlled form. The nutritional quality of feed is influenced not only by the nutrient content but also by many other factors such as feed presentation, hygiene, digestibility, and effect on intestinal health. Feed additives provide a mechanism through which these nutrient deficiencies can be resolved, the rate of growth of such animals and also their health and well-being. Even with all the benefits of higher quality feed, most of a farm animals' diet still consists of grain-based ingredients because of the higher cost of quality feed. The composition of cattle feed is very much important because the nutrients which are available in that cattle feed is only determine the healthy life as well as the productivity of animals. They increase the production of milk and which leads to the increase in the production of byproducts of milk. So the healthy life of the animal as well as the productivity of the animal is determined by the nutrients which are available in the feed which has been produced to the cattle. The food requirement for cattle should support healthy life of the animal and milk producing requirement. The food substances which is provided to the cattle should consist of the nutrients which should support the healthy life of the animal, and it also should increase the production of milk. So the feed for dairy cattle is broadly classified into two, that is roughages and concentrates. Roughage is a course of fibrous fodder. It consists of succulent feed, that is cultivated grass, fodder and root crops, and dry fodder which consists of hay, straw and chaff. The difference between succulent feed and dry fodder is the availability of water in feed. Succulent means juicy. In succulent feeds, the water content will be available in high amount, that is in grass, root crops. They consist of high amount of water content. But in dry fodder, it has been dried and the water content will be removed. The next one is concentrates. The concentrates are low in fiber and contain high level of carbohydrates, proteins and other nutrients. When compared to roughage, the concentrates consist of high amount of concentrates and the protein substances which are the building blocks of the organisms and other nutrients which are required for the healthy life of animals as well as to increase the productivity of milk. A variety of raw materials such as cholam, it is known as jowar, kambu, that is pearl millet, ragi, that is finger millet, rice bran, wheat bran, cotton seed cake, mustard cake, linseed cake, groundnut cake, mango seed, neem cake, and yellow, that is sesame yellow cake can be used to make concentrate feed. There are lot of resources available for making these concentrates. They consist of high amount of carbohydrates, protein, and other nutrients. They should also be fed on green fodder, that is maize, lucerne, barley, millet, and elephant grass. Feed management. In dairy industries, we are concentrating more on the feed management. Dairy cattle, because the dairy cattle need balanced rations containing all nutrients in proportional amounts and food additives which contain minerals, vitamins, antibiotics, and hormones to promote the growth of animals, good yield of milk, and to protect them from diseases. These are the main reasons for concentrating on the management of feed. The feed must consist of minerals, vitamins, antibiotics, and hormones. Whenever the cattle are fed with such kind of food additives, these food additives will increase the growth of animals as well as high yield of milk, and mainly they protect the animals from various diseases. Cattle require proper nutrition for maintaining good health and better milk yield. We supply cattle feed ingredients as a good supplement of cattle for promoting growth and mainly preventing the diseases. Our cattle feed ingredients are extensively used in cattle farms, poultry farms, and animal feeding units. The ingredients include corn, wheat, soya bean, rice bran, and other grains. Here, the grains are considered as the best cattle feeds as it has high nutritional content such as proteins, minerals, vitamins, carbohydrates, fiber, etc. Wheat is digestible source of nutrients added to our ingredients for maintaining proper digestion process. White and yellow corns give energy for the dairy cattle. Proper intake of these cattle feed ingredients helps in maintaining cattle's stress-free health and promotes high yield of milk that is rich in fat and protein. These ingredients also help in physical development of the cattle. These ingredients are prepared under hygiene conditions, hence they are safe to use. We are getting these cattle free ingredients in markets. The corn, which is energy rich ingredient, wheat, which consists of selenium and vitamin content, the soya bean, it is rich in protein source, rice bran, it is the best source of carbohydrate, oat hulls, it is source of fiber. We have to concentrate more on cattle feed management because when compared to ancient days, the cattle are moved to one place to another place for grazing. So in that conditions, they had the possibilities to access different type of plants. Hence, they got different type of nutrients. But in dairy industries, we are maintaining a controlled environment and the grazing is restricted. Hence, we have to focus more on the nutrient content which is available in the fodder or the food. The daily average feed ratio of a milking cow is commonly 15 to 20 kg of roughage. It consists of dry grass and the green fodder also. Then 4 to 5 kg of grain mixture and the 100 to 150 liters of water. These ingredients include corn, wheat, soybean, rice bran and other grains. These will promote the growth of cattle and increase the production of milk, as well as they are preventing the cattle from diseases by improving the immunity. Fodder refers particularly to foods or forages given to the animals, which including plants cut and carried to them. It includes hay, straw, silage, compressed and pellet feeds, oils and mixed rations, and sprouted grains and legumes. Feed grains are the most important source of animal feed globally. The amount of grain used to produce the same unit of meat varies substantially. According to an estimate reported by the BBC in 2008, cows and sheep need 8 kg of grain for every 1 kg of meat they produce. The two most important feed grains are maize and soybean. Other feed grains include wheat, oats, barley and rice, among many others. These feed grains provide the nutritional requirement of the cattle. Traditional sources of animal feed include household food scraps and the byproducts of processing industries such as milling and brewing. Material remaining from milling oil crops like peanuts, soy and corn are important sources of fodder. Brewers spent grain is a byproduct of beer making that is widely used as animal feed. Compound feed as fodder that is blended from various raw materials and additives. These blends are formulated according to the specific requirement of the target animal. They are manufactured by feed compounders as meal type, pellets, or crumbles. The main ingredients used in commercially prepared feed are the feed grains, which include corn, soya beans, sorghum, oats, and barley. Compound feed may also include the micronutrients such as vitamins, minerals, chemical preservatives, antibiotics, fermentation products, and other ingredients. Because of the availability of these products, farmers who uses their own grain can formulate their own rations and be assured that their animals are getting the recommended levels of minerals and vitamins. Improvement of livestock development in India. The improved breeding techniques in cattle have tremendously increased the production of new breeds with high capacities. The new breeds with high capacity has been produced by the improved breeding techniques. They have produced with high capacities such as increased disease resistance and production of milk. Intensive cattle development program. It is based on crossbreeding of indigenous cows, that is the cows which are native to our country, with exotic, that is imported from other countries, that is European breeds, to increase milk production. So the new breed varieties of cows has been produced by breeding our indigenous cows with the exotic, especially European breeds, which will produce high amount of milk. New methods and modern equipments are made available for machine milking of cows. Nowadays, the machines are used to milking of cows instead of humans. They collect the milk automatically. Operation Flood program. It is based on dairy commodity aid to increase milk supply in urban areas. In urban areas, the requirement of milk is very high, but it is highly produced in rural areas. So in order to overcome this difference, the Operation Flood program has been implemented. It is based on dairy commodity aid to increase the milk supply in urban areas. Dr. Varghese Kurian was the founder of National Dairy Development Board, which is shortly known as NDDB, and he was called the architect of India's modern dairy industry and the father of White Revolution. NDDB designed and implemented the world's largest dairy development program, which is called Operation Flood. Operation Flood launched on 13th January 1970, which was the world's largest dairy development program and a landmark project of India's National Dairy Development Board, that is NDDB. It transformed India from a milk deficient nation into the world's largest milk producer, surpassing the United States of America in 1998 with about 17% of global output in 2010 to 11. Within 30 years, it doubled the milk available per person in India and made dairy farming India's largest self-sustainable rural employment generator. It was launched to help farmers direct their own development and giving them control of the resources they create. All this was achieved not merely by mass production but by production by masses. The process has since been termed as the White Revolution. Operation Flood is the program that led to the White Revolution. It created a national milk grid linking producers throughout India to consumers in over 700 towns and cities and reducing seasonal and regional price variations while ensuring that producers get a major share of the profit by eliminating the middleman. At the bedrock of Operation Flood stands the Village Milk Producers Cooperatives, which produce milk and provide inputs and services, making modern management and technology available to all the members. The Operation Flood's objectives includes increased milk production, a flood of creepers, augmented rural incomes, fair prices for consumers, increased income of and reduced poverty among participating farmers while ensuring a steady supply of milk in turn. Thank you.